In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent. So today, inshallah, we are having conversation. We are having conversation. So today we will try to speak again, a main skill in English language. Okay, let's see the objectives of today's lesson. Today, inshallah, we will employ the real talk in a short conversation. Okay, and set up dinner, hosting with offering, accepting phrases. Okay, even declining phrases. Okay, let's start by revising the past or the previous lesson. Okay, we talked about phrasal verbs, and we said that phrasal verbs are what? Made up from verbs and particle. Okay, don't forget this. Okay, verbs and particle. What is a particle? What is a particle? A particle is use an adverb or a preposition. A particle is an adverb or a preposition. Very good. Okay, then the second point, this is the first one, and this is number 2. Separable and non-separable phrasal verbs. So we have separable, that phrases could be separated. Okay, for example, cut up. Okay, or cut the steak up. Okay, these are the separable one. We could separate between these two phrasal verbs here. For example, cut and up here. And finally, if a pronoun object is used, it must come between the verb and the particle. Look for it here. Okay, for it. So this is also separable. What about the non-separable? Okay, verbs that we cannot separate actually. Okay, or particle that we cannot separate, and we have a lot of them. Okay, finally, the third point, which is 3-word phrasal verbs. Okay, phrasal verbs made of 3 words. Okay, the first one consists of a verb, also particle, and also a preposition. Verb, particle, and a preposition. For example, look forward to. Look forward to. Okay, so here, look is a verb, forward is an adverb, and to is a preposition. Okay, so I'm talking, this is particle, verb, particle, and a preposition. This is called 3-word phrasal verbs. Okay, very good. Let's start our lesson today by seeing these pictures. Okay, now look at these 2 pictures. What do we have here? Of course, we have food. What else? As you can see here, can you describe it? Nice. Desserts. Okay, desserts. So here, we're having nice chefs. Okay, trying to offering some foods for the buyers, for example, or something like that. What do we call them? What do we call them? We call them gourmet cook. Okay, gourmet cook. What does it mean, gourmet? This word. What does it mean? A gourmet cook is someone knows and appreciates a lot about food. Okay, a lot about food. So he's like a chef. Okay, with a lot of information about the food, how to make recipes, and so on. Okay, very good. Now let's move to conversation, page 58. Page 58. Don't open your book now. You are going to listen to a conversation between Nawal and Fadwa. They are, she's offering, okay, her friend a lot of desserts and meals, and you are going to listen to them. I want you to follow, okay? Then we will come back again. Are you ready? Let's start.
Page 58. 4. Conversation.
Thank you so much for this wonderful meal. It must have taken all day to make such a phenomenal spread.
My pleasure. It was no hassle at all. I whipped it up in no time.
You are quite the cook. I don't think I've ever had such a gourmet meal.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Can I give you some more of the chicken?
Oh, no thanks. I'm absolutely stuffed.
Would you like to try the grilled asparagus?
No, really, I couldn't possibly eat more.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Honestly, I couldn't eat another bite.
Oh, that's a shame. I made 2 different desserts. One is a chocolate raspberry layer cake, and the other is almond creme brulee.
Did you say chocolate raspberry cake? Come to think of it, it's rude to turn down food, right? I'm sure I could fit in a bit of that. And maybe I'll have a bite of creme brulee as well. I have a sweet tooth, you know.
Very good. Now, we are going to read the conversation again between Nawal and Fadwa, okay, as you can see here. But this time, you are going to listen, okay? So you are going to listen. Then, inshallah, we will read with the audio. Then I will ask you some questions about the conversation. Please focus on that, okay? Are you ready? Let's start, please.
Page 58. 4. Conversation.
Thank you so much for this wonderful meal. It must have taken all day to make such a phenomenal spread.
My pleasure. It was no hassle at all. I whipped it up in no time.
You are quite the cook. I don't think I've ever had such a gourmet meal.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Can I give you some more of the chicken?
Oh, no thanks. I'm absolutely stuffed.
Would you like to try the grilled asparagus?
No, really, I couldn't possibly eat more.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Honestly, I couldn't eat another bite.
Oh, that's a shame. I made 2 different desserts. One is a chocolate raspberry layer cake, and the other is almond creme brulee.
Did you say chocolate raspberry cake? Come to think of it, it's rude to turn down food, right? I'm sure I could fit in a bit of that. And maybe I'll have a bite of creme brulee as well. I have a sweet tooth, you know.
Okay, very good. Now, let me ask you this. If you looked at this conversation here between Nawal and Fadwa, okay, here, Nawal and Fadwa used a lot of real talk when they offering, declining, and so on, okay, offering food. So, for example, Fadwa is offering food for Nawal, for her friend, okay. So, as you can see here, started with Nawal, okay. What do you think phenomenal spread mean? Phenomenal meal, okay, phenomenal meal. What does it mean? It means that meal is excellent, very good, okay. So here, talking or using different kind of vocabularies to describe food, okay. Something that, to say that something is so good, very good. Now, Fadwa replies, my pleasure, it was no hassle at all, okay. I whipped it up in no time. Inshallah, we are going to see what does it mean the blue ones, okay. Here, for example, with the cook and spread, whipped it up in no time. Even here we have come to think of it, and I have a sweet tooth, okay. Actually, let's move quickly to the conversation here. As you can see, let's start with the first one, a phenomenal spread. What do you mean, Nawal? What does Nawal mean by this word, the phenomenal spread. Spread itself. It means that, or indicating, no one is indicating that Fadwa has prepared a lot of food, okay? A lot of food or a lot of meals in front of her on the table, okay? That's what Nawal actually indicated. So what about Fadwa when she said, whip it up in no time? It means, yeah, it means that it didn't take her a long to prepare meal, long time I mean, okay? So in no time means very quickly, okay, or so quickly. Quit the cook, quit the cook here, we have something that is good, okay? Something good. So Fadwa is a good cook. She can cook very well, okay? Nice. What about come to think of it? It means that to rethink again or something like that, just like by sometime you use jokes or something like that, okay? And you want to go back. So she just realized that it would be rude not to have desserts, okay? Not to have desserts, the cheese or the raspberry, the cheese cream here, or the almond cream brulee. Guys, what does mean cream brulee actually? For example, here, let's have, for example, the chocolate, raspberry, layer cake, and almond cream brulee. What does mean cream brulee? It's a kind of food, desserts, okay? And actually, what is originated, I mean this word, the cream brulee, it's originated from France, okay? Why do people like to talk or to sometimes refer to things or foods, a lot of foods, okay, with French language, I mean? Because France is known as they like food, okay, and they have a lot of chefs, famous ones, okay? The famous chefs are from France. So sometimes they like to use the French when they give names, or even the gourmet here, as we said earlier, bon appetit, for example, or something like that, okay, when we talk French. Finally, I have a sweet tooth. Does it mean that her teeth or something like that is sweet and she can taste her teeth or something like that? No, at all, okay? When she said that I have a sweet tooth, it means that she likes, okay? She likes sweet foods, and can't resist the desserts, okay? So she likes, okay, to eat desserts and sweet or candies and so on, okay? So we goes on all these words, new words here we have, okay, and we talked about, and we now know what does it mean, okay? What does it mean? If you want to say sometime, if you want to say to someone you are good at something, okay, you could use like this. Now actually, let's go to the real talk here. Okay, you can use this, for example, box here. As you can see, spread, what does it mean? It's an abundant meal laid out on a table, a lot of meals, a lot of foods, for example, okay? Spread, phenomenal. Whip it up, it made it quickly and easily. Quickly and easily. In no time, very quickly, in no time. Okay, the second one here, oh sorry, the fourth one, quit the something, okay? It means a very good something, okay? It's very good. Okay? Come to think of it, when something has just occurred to me, to rethink again and try to say something that is like, for example, like a joke. Have a sweet tooth, it's love desserts and candies, okay? To love desserts and candies, okay? Now let's go to questions. Questions, here we have about the conversation. Let's read together. does Nawal assume Fadwa went to a lot of trouble to cook the meal? What does Nawal say? Number 2, what foods did Fadwa prepare? Number 3, what change of attitude does Nawal have? What causes this change? Okay, what causes this? What does mean attitude here? Attitude is like behavior. Something when you do something and you redo this again. Okay, this is called attitude. Okay, again and again. Very good. Now let's go back to the first question. Does Nawal assume? Assume, it means to guess. Assuming, like guessing, speculating. Okay, Fadwa went to a lot of trouble when she did or made the meal. Very good. So here, let's see the answer. Yes, she says, it must have taken all day to make such a phenomenal spread or phenomenal meal. Okay, so really, Nawal assumed that Fadwa went through a lot of trouble. Number 2, what foods did Fadwa prepare? What kind of food did Fadwa prepare? Okay, let's see. Here, Fadwa prepared chicken, also the grilled asparagus and chocolate raspberry layer cake and the almond cream brulee. Very good, nice. Finally, number 3, what change of attitude does Nawal have and what causes this change? Why? Okay, what happened? Do you remember? Actually, let's see. So first, she says she can't eat another bite. Guys, when I'm talking about bite, is a small amount of food. For example, if you are stuffed in food and you cannot eat any more bites, okay, it means that you are stuffed, you are full, okay? I am full or stuffed. I cannot eat anymore. And she said that I can't eat another bite. So bite is a small amount of food, But then what happened? She decides that she can eat more when she hears what? About the desserts, okay? She likes the desserts here to eat, to rethink again when she hears about the desserts, okay? So this is what happened, really happened when she heard about the desserts. Okay. Finally, now let's see how you can offer, accept, and decline an invitation, for example, or a meal to eat, for example. Now let's see here. Please help yourself to, or this is the first one. Number 2. Okay, would you like to try the, as Noah said earlier, okay, would you like to try the chicken? Would you like to try the chicken? Very good. And you respond, okay, like, thank you, but I am full or I am stuffed. I cannot eat another bite. Okay, don't forget this. Can I give you some more grilled asparagus here, as we said earlier? No, okay. For example, no, thank you. I am full or I am good. Thanks, I would love a little or some more if you would like to accept something. Okay, would you like some raspberry cheesecake or something like that? You could say, thanks, I would love a little. I would love some cake or some more cake or something like that, okay? This is how you can offer, accept, or even decline by saying, I couldn't eat another bite, or I am stuffed, okay? I am full, I cannot eat any more, okay? This is how we can offer, accept, or even decline a meal, decline food or a drink, okay? And here we came to the last slide of our lesson. Let's go back to the objectives. Employ the real talk in a short conversations. Also, set up dinner hosting with offering, accepting, or even decline phrases. Okay, even decline phrases. Thank you so much for watching us. I would like to give you a chance to offer, decline, and accept food and drink. Try to practice this conversation among your brothers or your friends, and inshallah I will see you at the next lesson. Goodbye.